My name's Stuart, I'm watching Morris TV.
John, a narrow 2-1 loss there. What did you make of the game?
Yeah, I thought we played really well. Thoroughly deserved the 3 points. I don't think anybody can question that. I think we played really well today. We passed the ball well. We played what we saw. Played the first pass. Played 1 and 2 touch football. I thought we were a major threat. When we went forward. So it's a bit of pill to swallow. Getting beat there.
And what did you think was the key there to losing that game?
Well, the key was obviously the way we switched off for the goals. I said to the lads before the game about the front, the partnership up front, the 1-1 if you like. We had to stop supplying to the feet. We didn't do it. We did it in spells, but the two forwards are the good players, Swanee and Steve Easton are good players, Swanee number 10, he comes to get the ball feet, I said to the lads at half time, we need to get somebody in front and screen it so he stops getting the ball. And obviously they conceded the goal, the one which is obviously lost for the game, was exactly that. That's the bit of pill for me to swallow after I've played so well, and I've been through things before the game at half time. I've told them, how to stop their threat. And 5 minutes before the goal, they actually had a throw into him in the box, and there was nobody in front of him. So that's the disappointing thing from management, where we've asked players to do things and they haven't done it.
But you came out quite strong in the second half, and you got that goal back. When you got that goal, you must have thought you were going to win it then.
To be fair, Dan, I thought we were the dominant team for the whole game. It wasn't when we got the goal. I thought we were dominant the whole game. I mean, you could see what Wickham's tactics were. Just got men behind the ball, retreated. And they just obviously tried to let us get at them. And basically, obviously, they got men behind the ball. And they were inviting one of them. For them to hit on the counter attack. And to be fair, like you said, we've dominated the game. We've had some really good performances, but just a bit of pill to take. When we've lost that late goal. And like I said, it's all because we've switched off. It was a quick free kick. They've played it into his feet again, and there's a runner from their right hand side just came off the ball. So they've popped the ball into him. He's came and took it off him, and they've get in the box. And obviously you've seen what happened. With the goal. So that's really disappointing. That to concede the match with that goal. The first goal was sloppy as well. But overall, why it's so hard to take is because we've dominated the game from start to finish. Played some really good stuff. We moved the ball around comfortably. Lads have worked really hard together. But again, to repeat myself, the goals we've conceded, it was absolutely horrendous. I just said to the lads in the dressing room there, we've got no problem, scoring goals. I think we score as many goals as most of the teams in the division, but we've also conceded a lot of goals. And you can see why with them 2 goals that we've conceded.
Obviously, it was another tricky situation with the goalkeeper there. I mean, Lee had to go in goal, but he didn't do a lot wrong, did he?
No, he didn't at all. I mean, I kind of think him doing anything wrong, to be fair. I mean, he was let down for the first goal, from the near post. We didn't get across as a back four, and obviously the 10's getting space. And when he's had the strike, there's no defenders in front, which we work on set pieces. We've got one man on the front post and one doing the front post screen. They took a short corner, and you've got to move across as a back four. We had Abu come off the post and Chris Locke come off the post as they meant to come off the front post screen, if you like, as they meant to do, but the other defenders didn't push along with them, to make it compact. So Lee was he was left wide open for that one. I mean, I know the ball went through his legs, but Lee didn't. I mean, he had nothing to do. Lee had nothing to do. I mean, you can look at that goal, but I mean, the rest of the game, he's had to make a save when the lad tried to chip him, which he done very well. His organisation was good. His distribution was good, and you would never think that Lee Bell wasn't a goalkeeper. If you can watch that game today, you'd never thought he wasn't a goalkeeper. I thought he stood in very well for. But yeah, Lee did nothing wrong for the goals today.
And a blow to lose Craig before kick-off as well?
Yes, obviously a big blow the lads done well for. He got a dead leg in a tackle with Aaron Byrne. Obviously it was really disappointing to lose him because he's been a big player for and the lad's only going to get better. He was just a young lad, so that was a bit of blow. But Dan Halls came in there, and I thought Dan had a really good game, as well as everybody else. You can't look at any of the players today and say they had a bad game. I thought we did really well today, but it's just so disappointing to lose that game. I mean, Whickham were never at the races. To be fair, like again, you could see what they're about. They wanted to sit back and try and hit on the counter attack. The front two were dangerous. Swanee and Steve Easton, they're dangerous players. But you look at the rest, they compete well. Which I knew before the game. The director put balls into you, but we controlled the game, you know, from start to finish, and it's just disappointing with all of the control that we had. We didn't create more chances. You know, I think we had lots of play in the final third. You know, we tried to walk it in on a couple of occasions, but overall I think we played extremely well. So it's really disappointing to leave this ground with not a minimum of 3 points.
Did you think you sort of lacked the cutting edge in the final third maybe today?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we got into the final third very well. You know, we moved the ball from the back, was over the moon with the centre halves, the way they attacked the space, you know, and came right into their midfield area and into the back line sometimes, you know. So I thought we got the ball into the final third very well. You know, the ball went into James Talbot and Abu, you know, and sometimes we didn't get the ball in the box, you didn't beat the first man, but I thought we had loads and loads of play in the final third, but I think we should have done better in the final third. You know, it kind of, we tried to walk it down, like I said earlier, walk it in on occasions, you know, but yeah, I mean, a slight criticism. You know, we got the ball into that final third very well, but I think we could have had better quality from the final third. You know, getting to the byline, pulling things across, not beating the first man, passing rather than crossing rather than passing. You know, just the decision making in the final third could have been a lot better. And
you know that when you get it into the right area in the final third for Caney and Malloy, they're going to take the chances, aren't they? So
yeah, of course. I said that, lads, before the game. You've got two lads there who I think have scored 20-25 goals between them. You know what I mean? So I also said if we're going to give these chances, they'll take them. They've proved that throughout the season. You know, so let's create chances for them. You know, and to be fair, for all the play we had in the final third, I didn't think we did enough with it to create chances for the goal scorers.
And just finally as well, Paul Kane, I think it's 17 goals for the season now. You must be delighted with the form he's in.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. You know, I mean, he's scored goals, like I said, on numerous occasions. I never wanted him to leave last season when he went to Washington. He's came back, he's been like a breath of fresh air. You know, you've seen his goal again today, took it really well. He's got great quality on that right foot. He likes to cut inside and have a strike, but I thought he'd done really well. But I thought Malloy as well was exceptional today. You know, he was sharp from the first minute. I think he said his dad was here watching him, you know, so maybe his dad needs to come every week, because I thought Malloy was really sharp from the first minute onwards. You know, they've got a right pair in them two, you know, and you think you've got Stephen Ramsey there as well, but we have got very good forwards, and Stephen Ramsey and Malloy are a very good partnership at the moment.